In this video I will present 3 different ways how to ozonate water. Those are with the help of a water bubbler, by using an open glass, and a gas washing bottle. I'm Paula from thepowerofozone.com, and my favorite way to make ozonated water is with a special water bubbler that has a built-in destructor. And as far as I know, there's only one company that makes such a device, and that's PromoLife. And by the way, you can, as usual, you can find links to all the equipment in the description below the video. Now, the water bubbler I use the most is a 1000 milliliter version, but you can also get it in the 500 and the 2000 milliliter version. Now, the 2000 is a little too big for me because I mostly ozonate just 600 milliliters, which essentially amounts to 2 big glasses of water. And that's how much I can drink in one go. So as you can see, I used it so often and mostly with mineral water that it has accumulated lots of calcium deposits. But those can be easily removed with some vinegar, and a way to prevent them is to use distilled or reverse osmosis filtered water. Now, I haven't used distilled or reverse osmosis filtered water because a hair test showed that I have some mineral deficiencies, so I didn't want to make them even worse, and for this reason I use mineral water. Now, once I have cleaned the bubbler, I attached everything with the help of Lula connectors and silicone tubing. And I always use a trap between the ozone generator and the water bubbler to prevent backflowing liquids, which is a real thing. So once liquids get into the ozone generator, it becomes a problem. So a trap is a really nifty solution for that, and it protects your ozone generator from water and oil damage. So then I pour some water into the bubbler, and I use refrigerated water. And I put some ice cubes to keep the temperature extra low, since the colder the water is, the more ozone it can hold. I close the lid nice and tight, turn down the oxygen concentrator from 5 liters per minute to 2 liters per minute, flip the off lever on the external regulator, set the regulator down to a low flow, turn on the ozone generator and check for bubbles in the water. If everything is connected properly, then there will be bubbles in the water. So this is one way to make ozonated water, and it is my favorite way. And the reason for this is this special water bubbler. The attached destructor prevents ozone from escaping into the room, which means you can ozonate water and sit right next to it, literally. The destructor catches the excess ozone and protects you from breathing it in, because you should not breathe in ozone. You should protect yourself from breathing in ozone. Now, this is not a bulletproof way. There may be some ozone that is escaping, so there may be some faint smell of ozone still lingering in the room. And if that's the case, then you want to press down on the stopper really well and also check all the connectors and make sure there are no leaks. But in general, this works quite well. So after 10 or 15 minutes, depending on how much water you have, the water is done. You turn off the ozone generator, turn the off lever on the external regulator towards the regulator, and disconnect the ozone output tubing from the generator. And this is an additional precaution to prevent water backflow. It's that important. Now pour the water into a glass and enjoy. Also remember to take a deep breath and hold it while drinking the water. That way you prevent breathing in the ozone that collects on top of the water's surface. It's also important to be as goofy as possible while you do that. So the second way to make ozonated water is simply by putting the ozone output hose into a glass of water, and that's it. And instead of a glass of water, you can also use an empty glass bottle or a glass jug. And instead of just dumping the ozone output hose, you can simply attach a stone to the silicone tubing and get smaller bubbles that way. The third option is to use gas washing bottles. Gas washing bottles are a very affordable alternative to water bubblers. And those are available on Amazon or eBay and come in different shapes and sizes. The one you see here is not ideal for water because I typically use it as a trap. It only holds 250 milliliters or roughly 8 ounces of liquid. So if you wanted to use one for water, you should get a bigger bottle that holds at least 500 milliliters or 1000 milliliters. Also, you may have to get bigger silicone tubing since the standard one may be too difficult to push over the openings of the gas washing bottle. Here I also attach a destructor to the out port of the gas washing bottle, and this prevents ozone from going into the surroundings. So when you set your equipment outside, like in this video, and this may of course be not as important, but if you use it indoors, then you should definitely use a destructor. So here's the setup with the gas washing bottle and of course a trap in between ozone generator and the water. So those were the 3 ways how I ozonate water, and that's the secret behind how I managed to look like 47, although in reality I'm 132 years old. Ozonated water, it makes you look younger, helps you stay Jacksonated, regrows your teeth and missing limbs, lowers your taxes, fixes your leaky roof, and... okay, I'm gonna stop with the nonsense now, but you get the picture. And if not, then get my book, The Ultimate Guide to Home Ozone Therapy, or How to Look Like a Premenopausal Woman While Being 152 Years Old. Because, let's keep it real, who would not want to look like a premenopausal woman, right? I mean, look at this. Look at this, alright? Look at this. Thank you for watching, keep it pink at all times, and go eat a damn steak. See ya, bye bye. Cheers.